Did you know that some 40% of women struggle with insomnia? And if you're going through the perimenopause or menopausal transition like me, that percent gets exponentially higher. I remember being a whole lot younger and having my perimenopausal women say to me, Carrie, you just wait. You just wait on your 40th birthday, on your 45th birthday, like something's going to change and you're not going to be able to fall asleep or stay asleep. And guess what? They were right. So in this video, you're going to learn my top 4 tips that I personally use to help get better sleep. Hi, my name is Dr. Carrie Jones. I am a hormone expert, women's health expert, and I am here to help you as you move through this perimenopausal journey. So let's start with a little bit of statistics. On social media, I ran a poll. I wanted to know, when were women going to bed if you were in that perimenopausal, menopausal range? Because an article came out on Yahoo, I know, don't judge, but an article came out on Yahoo that said 25% of adults in the US went to bed after midnight. I thought, after midnight? No wonder people can't sleep. So ran a little poll. We got over 500 responses, and this is what we found. 70 of you went to bed before 8 o'clock. That's 7 of you. So not a lot. Then 79 of you went to bed between 8 and 9. Here was the popular hour. 9 to 10 p.m., 233 of you. That's when you went to bed. And I'm in that category. I love to be in bed by 9. Ideally asleep or lights out, for sure 9:30, 10, somewhere in there. 138 of you went to bed between 10 and 11. 41 of you went to bed between 11 and 12. And 36 of you went to bed after midnight. So it got me thinking, like, who was this Yahoo poll polling? Like young kids who were staying up gaming or something? Because it surely wasn't us in this age range. The large majority of us were in bed trying to sleep between 9 and 11. But if you can't sleep because of stress, because of the hormone changes, because you can't feel relaxed, because of blood sugar, because of inflammation, there are a lot of things that go into sleep. Here are my top 4 tips. Number 1, and I have my list here to help me. Number 1 that helped me a lot is a wind down routine. Now this can be really hard because I'm saying wind with a D, not wine with an E. So no alcohol before bed, careful of the heavy meals and the sugar before bed, careful of that snacking. And also, what are you doing before bed? Are you checking emails? Are you paying bills? Are you fighting with somebody? Are you watching Netflix and you're watching like really go-get-em, scary, action-packed shows or movies? Are you on your phone mindlessly scrolling so you're getting all that blue light exposure at night? What are you doing before bed? So I pivoted. And even though I can definitely still be guilty on my phone before bed, I'm totally not perfect, by adding in a whole wind down routine where I like to, do things around the house. So if I'm just sort of moving in the kitchen, cleaning stuff up, preparing for tomorrow, putting my dog's, like my dog likes to pull all his toys out. So putting my dog's toys away, kids are out of the house. We don't have kids at home, just the dog. He runs our life. Just starting to pick up, folding laundry if I need to, cleaning up the kitchen, getting ready for tomorrow. I mean, those are the things, just doing that. And then I love to read. And so by doing the downstairs stuff to help me, it's Pavlov's dog. I am getting ready for bed. I will go upstairs, I will wash my face, brush my teeth, and I will start to read. Oftentimes in this whole wind down routine, I will play music. We have some speakers downstairs, and so I will often play instrumental music or jazz music or just calming rain music. I will play spa music. I will play anything to just like flip the brain into, hey, this isn't exciting music, this is wind down music. How else do I wind down? That's number 2. Number 2 is I love Tulsi Tea. I don't have any financial relationship with them, although Organic India, if you're listening, you should sponsor me. I talk about it a lot. Organic India you can find pretty much anywhere, and they have a tea blend, a category called Tulsi, and I prefer the Tulsi with rose because I am a huge fan of rose. So I will make Tulsi tea before bed, or really if I'm at a Tulsi, I have other sort of sleepy time specific type teas that I will brew up as well. So when I'm doing my wind down routine, I will make tea for myself and my husband, and then I will have that before I go to bed. And that Tulsi is more of a gentle adaptogen, can be calming, relaxing, soothing, reduces stress. I love the smell of it. I love the taste of it. I love tea. I am a tea person. And so having Tulsi tea, again, I'm Pavlov's dogs. I've got my spa music on. I'm drinking my Tulsi tea. I'm puttering around the house, cleaning up, getting ready for tomorrow. And then that leads me to number 3. So my number 3 tip that I do are in the supplement category. I generally do 2 out of these 3, sometimes 3. Number 1 is magnesium. And you really can't go wrong with magnesium. My magnesium does have magnesium glycinate in it. Magnesium glycinate has glycine. Glycine is calming. So mine has a blend of like, I think glycine and malate and some other stuff in there that I use. And I rotate through magnesiums. I get them sent to me. I'm lucky enough to have some sent to me. I pick them up at conferences. They're on sale at, my local Whole Foods sometimes. So I'll be honest, I don't have a magnesium that I'm like die hard over yet. Sometimes it's powders, sometimes it's capsules. So find a magnesium that works for you. Just make sure it does have glycinate in it. And then I will add in at least a product called Core Ease, which I actually happen to have right here. Core Ease, let's see if that'll show up. There we go. It's by a company called New Ethics. I do work for New Ethics. This is a financial relationship. However, like the bottle is almost empty. There's 60 in here, and I think I'm down to 6, 8 in there. I do take 1 or 2 of these every single night because it has a mix of adaptogens plus something called L-theanine, which comes from tea that's relaxing and calming, and phosphatidylserine. Phosphatidylserine tells your brain to calm down so that you don't make the signal to make cortisol. So I like this 1 to 2. I will do that as part of my wind down routine to also set the night. Now, if I'm traveling or super stressed out, then I will grab another product also by New Ethics called Relax Liposomal. And it does have passion flower, a little GABA, and a little melatonin, depending how much you take. And so I'll generally do a half to a full dropper full of that. 2 droppers full has 5 milligrams of melatonin in it. So I usually only do the full 2 when I'm traveling time zone differences. But Cordy's for sure, magnesium for sure, Tulsi Tea for sure. The Relax Liposomal I will do on really crazy days or traveling. And that leads me to number 4. Number 4 is I do take progesterone. And I think this hopefully doesn't surprise a lot of people because I am in my mid-40s and I will take it during my luteal phase. And I generally take between 200 and 300 milligrams of progesterone. I have a 200 and I have a 100. So I will start off with 200. And then as I get into my luteal phase and I can tell if I haven't slept as well, or if I can tell that I probably need to bump it up, I will go up to 300 and then carry that through and then I stop right before my period, or sometimes my period will come and then I just stop. I don't need progesterone. And I do it only in the luteal phase. I do not do progesterone all month long. So I do have that prescribed to me. Progesterone, when you swallow progesterone, which is very different than topical, when you swallow progesterone as a pill, it goes through your liver and it goes through a whole process called first pass. And that first pass breaks apart the progesterone into all these other markers that are called metabolites. And some of the metabolites go down a pathway that go up to your brain and tell it to calm down. It activates and supports your GABA receptors, G-A-B-A, GABA. GABA is your inhibitory neurotransmitter in your brain. So if you can support that receptor, it's going to support that. So between my teaching my brain that at night we wind down, drinking my tea as part of that, taking my magnesium and my Cordy's, taking my Relax Liposomal as needed, and then in my luteal phase, adding in the progesterone, I have found my sleep is exponentially better. Now I can mess up my sleep when I travel a lot of time zones. If I do happen to have a glass of wine, which I don't really do anymore because it completely messes up my sleep. But if I'm celebrating something or someone and do choose to have a glass of wine, it can be a problem. If I have too much chocolate before bed, dark chocolate is my downfall. And if I have something with a lot of dark chocolate in it, or even sugar, but my preference is dark chocolate, if I have it too close to bed, that can now set me off. I'm sure, of course, blood sugar shifts. And if I have it too heavy or too full of a meal, and then go to bed. So if I eat it, a late dinner at like 8, let's see, I'm traveling or it's an event and dinner's at 8, and then I'm trying to be in bed by 10, that can also disrupt my sleep. And so I have to I'm just very conscious of it because sleep is life and sleep is really critical to me, and it should be important to you as well. So hopefully, if you are one of those people who tries to go to bed late, maybe you're a night owl, but you're not waking rested, you're not falling asleep, you're not staying asleep, trying some of these tips and shifting your time back. But if you're like me and you're trying to be in bed between 9 and 10, maybe 9 and 11, but also still struggling for sleep, adding in these tips so that you can get the best sleep possible. Because sleep, like movement, like exercise, like healthy, nutritious food, is so important to recovery and repair and detoxification and your immune system and your energy and metabolism. I mean, sleep really just does make everything so much better. So hit that subscribe button. Tell me below what time do you tend to go to sleep? And if in this perimenopausal and menopausal transition, are you having sleep issues? If you're having sleep issues, I wanna know. Are you waking up at 3 a.m. consistently? Are you waking up with hot flashes? Do you go to bed at 9 but wake up at midnight and you struggle to fall back asleep? I wanna know what everyone's struggling with so that when we make more videos, I can help answer those questions. So definitely subscribe because I want you to hear the answer, but also comment below. And with that, I thank you.